right, boys, we are back. It's time to continue here. End of year 3, bit of a disappointing year. I mean, it was a so-so year. I mean, we are in the top 4, but still, I was expecting to go far with this team. We bolstered at the trade deadline. We matched up against teams in the playoffs that we could have beaten. We could have beaten these guys. But you know what? Vinny, Joe Thornton, Stamkos even not producing in the playoffs. So I think come this offseason, come this trade deadline, we're going to have to make some changes. Absolutely. So let's go up to a day before the draft deadline. Then we'll check out the playoff tree. We'll check out the awards. We'll do all that stuff. Season wrap-up. Give me a 5-year deal, Tampa. 4 years, sure. All right. Because, again, this year we had a good team. It was like 100 for offense, 100 for defense. Bernie Mac was not the reason we lost games, man. So we got to get some new power forwards, some new snipers, some new, maybe even new playmakers. And your Stanley Cup champions, the Washington Capitals. All right. So, yeah, we're going to really have to change it over here. Now, come the draft deadline here, I'm not going to be able to trade away Joe Thornton. He only has 1 year left on his contract. So we're going to have to re-sign Joe. But he's not going to want $7 million again, and that doesn't mean we can't trade him away in the offseason. But guys like LeCavalier, Stewart, hopefully Briere didn't retire. Hang on, let's go down here. Okay, so look, nobody retired for us. Perfect. Sean Thornton retired for, that's Sean Thornton on San Jose. That's not Joe Thornton, don't worry. All right, so we still have all of those guys. So Briere's going to go at the draft deadline. I think LeCavalier, it's time for him to go. All right, it's time to give Stamkos the C on this team. Hang on, goalie, sorry. Kiprusoff is gone. Tim Thomas is retired. He didn't play a single game for us this year. Sorry, Timmy T. But you know what? Bernie Mac was ready to go this year. Prospects game, no. And the only thing that sucks, yeah, we made it to the Final Four, but remember how we kept our first-round pick for this draft? But because we made it in the Final Four, our pick is going to be like 27, 28, 29. Well, it's going to be 27 or 28. So I think I might have to package that in a deal with Briere for some stud out there. Okay, we can definitely, this is going to be a crazy offseason. This is going to be a crazy offseason. So let's do a whole season wrap-up to start off with, okay? We'll do awards, playoff tree, like I was saying. Washington Capitals, your Stanley Cup champions. So back-to-back years, Ovechkin and Crosby. That's good. Oh, I went to NHL, sorry. Or AHL. There we go. President's Trophy, Boston Bruins. Clarence S. Campbell, Nashville Predators. Prince of Wales, Washington, yeah. Art Ross, Geno Malkin. Hart Memorial, Geno Malkin. Norris, Lubomir Visnovsky. Lady Byng, Patrick Kane. Calder Memorial, Mikhail Granlund. All right, Rookie of the Year, baby, Granlund. All right, that's good to know. Conn Smythe Trophy, Alexander Ovechkin. Vezina Trophy, Henrik Lundqvist. William N. Jennings, Henrik Lundqvist. Bill Masterton, Robin Regeer. Frank J. Selke. Yeah, they got to rename that the Pavel Datsyuk Trophy. Like 10 years after he's retired, change it to the Pavel Datsyuk Trophy. Ted Lindsay, Geno Malkin, Maurice Richard, Sidney Crosby. All right. So there you go. There's that. Let's check out the playoff tree. I know we've already seen it. We don't need to check it out. But the Washington Capitals beat them in 4 games. They swept them. The 7-seeded Washington Capitals. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't worry. We're going to have to totally change it up here. All right, so before we go into the draft deadline, let's see which rookies are going to be available this year. I really don't know who we should be making trades for because, hang on, where am I going? I know we have tons of prospects defensively and offensively. I think I need an NHL starter for next year, especially if we're giving up a NHL starter like Briere. So yeah, I think I might go for that. But I do want to just check out who's going to be there. Wait, scouting report? Which one was the scout? It was Scouting Central I should go to, right? Yeah, okay. Sorts. All right, so Aaron Ekblad, I think I edited this guy. It was only the first 3 years that I edited. All right, I think I edited Ekblad, Reinhart, and Richie. I think that was it. So these 3 guys are the top 3. We got a defenseman, we got a center, and we got a left winger. It doesn't show what play style they are, which kind of sucks. If I go into his name, does it show it? No, okay, whatever. All right, so Ekblad will be nice, boys, but we already have good defensemen of the future. We don't need to get another first overall pick. All right, I'd rather trade away players and get NHL starters. Like Nick Ritchie, these 3 guys, they're not going to be ready for another 3 or 4 years, and we're pushing year 6 or 7 by then. I think we've drafted our rookies, all right, unless it's a franchise player, but they're not franchise players. So, yeah, here we go. Let's start it up. Let's just start it up. Now, hopefully I have more than one phone this time. I had a good year, man. Yeah, you see our pick is down in 27th because we made the Final Four. All right, so oh, look at Florida. Florida's got the top 2 picks. Ooh, they're going to rebolster their team just right now. So Florida, and Edmonton. I'll just remember it just in case, okay? Yes, okay, we have 2 phones. Perfect. All right, so. Ooh, the only thing is I do have, look at this. My salary cap space is like right at the top there. All right, that's all right. Okay, let's see. Okay, Stamkos, he's staying. Hedman is staying. Ekman Larson is staying. You know what? I'm going to sort by age. Hang on. Yeah, so Briere's got to go. Oh, Briere's dropped. His trade value is kind of low. But that's what I'm saying. We can tie Daniel Briere in with a first overall pick. All right, he's only 84 overall now. He's definitely dropped. But that's okay because we can tie him in with the first round pick. Briere can go. The Cavalier, 34 years old. 89 overall. He still has a C's. You know what, though? I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Yeah, he's got a good defensive category. That's more of what's bringing up his overall. Offensively is nothing special. Doesn't have the greatest shot. Passing and offensive awareness is not even in the 90s. For $7 million a year, it's not acceptable. So Vinny LeCavalier can go. Brad Stewart, I think I can hold on to Brad Stewart. He's only 34, still has a C minuses, and he's 85 overall. I mean, I want to be another good playoff team next year. I think I want to hold on to Brad Stewart, just for now. Joe Thornton, we got to hold on to him because he only has 1 year left, so we have to at least hold on to him and re-sign him. 89 overall. He still has all of his C's, but he's better than LeCavalier. Well, LeCavalier is actually better defensively than Thornton. I don't know about that, but you know what? It's all good. Leopold, I think we got to hold on to Leopold. He's only have 1 year left. All these 1 year left contracts we got to hold on to. I think I want to trade away Wilson because he was a waiver pickup, but I don't really want to pay him for the next 4 years. All right, so I think I want to get rid of Wilson as well. Foligno we're holding on to. Shattenkirk holding on to. And all these guys down here are now in the age group that I want to hold on to. Okay. So, let's start off with Briere. All right. Briere and a first-round pick. Yeah, see, that's not that much. So, we can get an okay player for this. I haven't even looked and seen what kind of player I want. I think I want to get a power forward. All right, Stamkos, let's see how good Lofthouse is now. I don't know if he does the upgrade. The upgrade may still happen, boys, as you pass over into the re-sign stage. He's 79 overall. He's got an okay offensive category. He might be ready to go. We could give him the shot. Granlund. He's 22. Oh, yeah, Granlund's getting good. Yeah, Granlund can play on our team now. For sure he can play. All right, so yeah, let's just try and get Briere in a first. Let's try to find a power forward, okay? We need, what position do we need? Left wingers or right wingers? I think we need some right wingers here. Left wingers, oh, actually, I think we actually need some right. No, we have Connolly. Let's get a left winger. Let's try to find a left winger, okay? Here we go. Okay, so let's try to find a guy who's ready to go, who's NHL ready. Like Lucic would be nice, but I know his discipline is crap. I don't want to be taking penalties all year long. Tyler Ennis, he's got 1 year left on his contract. Now, I can accept the 1 year left thing. Let's see. Sniper, left winger. Got a great offensive category, CC B-, so he's kind of already hit his peak. He's got good defensive awareness, though, and he's a pure sniper. All right, well, remember that. Tyler Ennis. I think I could get Tyler Ennis for a Briere in a first. Possibly. All right? Remember, Briere's trade value is not that high up anymore. I just got him to have a good run at the playoffs here. It didn't happen, so it's kind of crap. I wish his trade value stayed up a bit higher. That's all right, though. It's not the end of the world. Nope. Sharp, nah, he's a bit too old. Morin, nah. Shinkaruk. Ooh, Shinkaruk. Hang on. I know this guy's a young guy, but let's see how good he is. Left wing playmaker, B, A-. No, we're okay for that. Okay. Ooh, actually, you know what? Let me check out what McKinnon's trade value is like. Might want to go after McKinnon. He's a great right winger. Ooh, it's above half. Nah, we're not going to get a guy who's above half. We just need somebody who's young, in the mid-80s, with good upside. That's all we need, okay? Just someone who can fit in the role. Ben, Erickson, oh, no, sorry. Left wingers. Ben, Erickson, Morrow. Ben would be a good player, but his trade value is just a bit too high. Franzen. Look at Briere's trade value. I mean, it's nothing too much. So the combination of these two, and I might have to add another pick in there as well. We have two cell phones, and the only Taylor Hall's way too much. Magnus Pajärvi. Hang on, let's see Pajärvi. And he's a two-way forward. B, and he's got a good defensive. Ooh, I might want to try and get Magnus Pajärvi. Good two-way forward. What's his trade value like? Ooh, it is above half though. Yeah, no, that's too much. That's too much. Florida. Versteeg, no. How good is Brown? Brown, he's 29 years old, though. I could probably get another 4 years out of him. 88 overall. He's got a great defensive category. A great power forward. Dustin Brown. Alright, if I put Dustin Brown in there. Briere in a first for Dustin Brown. Now, who else did they have on this team that maybe I could snatch up here? I want some young guys. Kopitar, no. Carter, Richards, Stoll, no. Those guys are all in their prime. Defensemen. Doughty, Hickey, McBain, no. We don't need any of these guys. Let's see this Graham guy. He's 20 years old with okay trade value. Offensive defenseman, B- for the offensive category. I'm not going to have to say no to that. Goalies. Quick is the only one. All right. So maybe we'll go for Dustin Brown. He's 29 years old. All right, we'll come back to that. That's the only thing. I want to get guys in their mid-20s, if anything. Okay. No one on Minnesota. Max Pacioretty. I've been passing over this guy a few times now. It's not bad. He's kind of already hit his peak, though. I think I'd rather get Dustin Brown rather than Max Pacioretty. Yeah, I would. Because Dustin Brown still has 5 years left in him. I mean, we could easily trade him away at the end. Yakupov, no. Left wingers. No for New Jersey. Left wingers for the Islanders. How good is Tavares? 5 years left for Tavares. Pretty good. 90 overall sniper. No, we don't need another center sniper. We have Stamkos already. He's too much trade value anyways. Okposo. He might not be a bad power forward to get here. Hang on. 85 overall power forward. CCC. He's hit his prime also. Pacioretty would be better than Okposo. All right. No for that. So right now, it's between Paiarvi and Dustin Brown. All right. Come on now. Don't fit. Come on now. I thought I fixed you. Left wingers for Ottawa. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. There we go. McCallick, 29 years old. No. Philadelphia. Ooh, how about James Van Riemsdyk? Ooh, that's about half. That's not as high as other guys. Hang on, let's see this. JVR, baby. 87 overall. CC, but he's already hit 87. Now, the only thing about I don't like about James Van Riemsdyk is his discipline is below 80. Nah, I'm going to have to skip on JVR. I want a good power forward, but I want him to have good discipline. Now, we're okay for Phoenix. There's no one in there. James Neal, maybe. Ooh, he's kind of expensive, though. 88 overall. He's got a great shot and everything. James Neal would be nice. The only thing is he's almost at $6 million. Nah, it's too much. It's too much money. San Jose. No, we don't need anyone in San Jose. St. Louis. No. Toronto. No. Actually, hang on. Back in Toronto, what was that Tremaine guy? I remember he was in the draft. Hang on, let's check this guy out. Mark Tremaine, 75 overall. Nah, he's not ready. He's not going to be ready to go for another 2 years. I want somebody. We're trading away Briere. We got to get an NHL starter back. Sedin, no. Booth, 29, nah. Washington, Ovechkin. No, we're not going to be able to get Ovechkin. Winnipeg, Kane, Ladd. Ladd's a bit too old. All right, we're going to try and get... Whoa, hang on. Let's check out Bobby Ryan, the right winger. I think he's going to have way too much trade value. Yeah, it's way above half. All right, so let's try out Dustin Brown because Paiarvi's trade value is a bit too much. Dustin Brown we might be able to steal here. All right? So Dustin Brown. Now, we have 2 phones, but we got to make sure that we get one. We have to make sure we get rid of this first-round pick in the first 2 phones. I can trade Briere in the later rounds. That's not a problem, and I'm not trading for a first-round pick for this year, so we don't have to worry about it. But I got to make sure that I trade this first-round pick before the end of the second phone. So Briere and a first for Dustin Brown. I don't think that would go through, so let's add something else to it here. Lemieux, LaRose, no. Moss, no. Left wingers, a Golden, LaBelle, no. LaFontaine, Galchenyuk, Monahan, Terrell, no. Defenseman, let's see how good Beaulieu's trade value is now. It's getting up there, boys. You see, it's getting up there. It is. 79 overall. Still has that A. All right, so it's getting up there. Leopold, Wilson. You know what? We'll add Wilson in because I wanted to trade away Wilson anyways. Yeah, because he was just salary that I didn't want to pay for too many more years. And Gudas. All right, because he's got 2 years left as well. All right. So, that's too much. So let's just take back their crappiest player that we could find. Rodney, one way. Oh, no. Yeah, I can accept the 1 years. They can't. Yeah. All right, so Brown for Briere, a first. That won't go through. Wilson, who is a waiver pickup that I know I'm not going to use in the future. All right, he's 27 years old. Yes, but, I mean, look here. 83 overall. Doesn't have the greatest discipline. Doesn't have the greatest offensive category. We're fine. We're fine. And his defensive awareness is only 82. He was a waiver pickup. He's got 4 years left on his contract, which is past the Stamkos contract. I don't want that. And Gudas, another waiver pickup, all right? So will this go through? Yes, it is. The Los Angeles Kings fans are going to be cheering in the streets when we announce this deal. I'll take deals like this any day of the week. So, we got rid of Briere and our first, and we got back Dustin Brown. So that's going to help our playoff run come next year. All right? Very nice. Very nice.